Hey guys, this is Aaron from ImpactKC Worship. Today I'm going to teach you guys the lead guitar parts for In the River by Jesus Culture. Okay, so let's break this intro part down. So we're going to be pretty much playing in a D minor pentatonic scale. The song is in F major. So I'm sure most of you know how to play a D minor pentatonic scale, but I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that for you guys. We're going to be in 10th position, and we're going to start with our 4th finger on the 13th fret. Sound like this. We're going to walk it down. 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. So again, most of you probably know that already. But for this part, we're going to pretty much be operating out of the 3rd, the 2nd, and the 1st string. All right? So let's go ahead and break that down. So our first part is we're going to be doing a pull-off from our 4th finger to our 1st finger on the 1st string. We're going to do it twice. It'll sound like this. Again. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on the 2nd string. So again, 4th pull off to the 1st finger 2 times. So the first rotation of the intro will sound like this when we put it together. Then we hold out that bar. All right, 2nd rotation, we're going to do the exact same thing. Sound like this. But then we add something at the end, and it's going to be on the 3rd string. We're going to go 3rd finger, 1st finger, back up to 3rd finger, 1st finger on the 2nd string. So you put that 2nd rotation together, it sounds like this. All right, so when you put the 1st and the 2nd rotation together, it'll sound like this. You're going to hold. Then you do it again. All right, then you're going to do all of that a repeat. So we pretty much do everything twice. Now, the 2nd step that you need to be able to play that part is we're going to do something called either a tone or a filter sweep, essentially. And the way to accomplish that is we're going to roll our tone knob all the way off. Okay? So when we play that 1st rotation, we're playing with our tone knob all the way off. It'll sound like this. And then when you're holding that, I'm going to swell my tone knob up to around 3 or 4. Here's the 2nd rotation. So it sounds a little brighter. And then while I'm holding, I roll it up again to around 7 or 8. And then I hold. And for my last time, I'm going to roll my tone all the way up. So what you're basically doing is you're getting from a darker tone all the way to a brighter tone throughout that entire intro. And that's all you need to know for the introduction.
From the heart of God, the flood of heaven, crashing over us, the tide is rising.
Okay, let's move on to verse 1. Now, if you were to watch other instructional videos, they will probably instruct you to not do anything for verse 1. But I hear something that could be played on the guitar. A lot of people say it may be a synth instrument, but I think it can be covered on the guitar, so I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. So essentially what we're doing is we're playing again in a D minor pentatonic scale, but we're in a different position. So we're going to be on the 7th fret or 7th position, and this is where your D minor pentatonic scale sits. All right, so we're going to be operating out of the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th string. Now this is what it sounds like. It'll go. That's all it is. And basically what we're doing is we're doing pull-offs again from our 4th to our 1st finger. We start on the 3rd string. It goes like this. Then we're going to do the same exact thing on the 4th string. do that twice, so it'll sound like this. And then we're going to go down to the 5th string with our 4th finger, and then we're going to go back to our 1st finger on the 4th string. So you put that together, it'll sound like this. Then he stops, wait to the next bar or the next rotation of the verse, it'll sound like this. And I will probably, when I'm actually playing the song, add a tape delay to that so that it kind of carries out the tail a little bit. And that's all you need to know for verse 1. So let's break down this chorus for you guys. We're going to be operating out of a D minor chord shape. So the way we do that is we're going to bar our 1st finger on the 10th fret on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. Then we're going to take our 3rd finger, we're going to bring it up to the 12th fret on the 4th string. So there's our D minor shape. All right? We're going to be basically keeping a very consistent strum pattern going. And we're going to achieve the rhythm pattern while we dampen our left hand. So it'll sound like this. So again, I'm keeping a pretty consistent strumming pattern, and I'm just dampening the strings in between the strum. All right, so after we play that D minor shape, we're going to move to what is basically a C5 chord. And the way we play that is we're going to play our 1st finger on the 10th fret of the 4th string, 3rd finger, 12th fret of the 3rd string, 4th finger, 13th fret on the 2nd string. That's our C5 chord. So to add that together, it'll sound like this. Do it again. That's all the chorus is. So let's break down this interlude. So it's very similar to what we did for the intro. So again, we're in our D minor pentatonic scale. And we start off again exactly like we do the intro. It sounds like this. And then again we do the 2nd rotation part of the intro. Right? But then we add another basically rotation that we do at the end of that. It sounds like this. So we're basically doing that twice. So it sounds like this. Again. All right, so that's the 1st rotation of that interlude. So the 2nd half will sound like this. So that last phrase, the only difference is we're playing our 1st finger on the 3rd string, we go up to our 4th finger on the 2nd string, and then down to our 1st finger on the 2nd string. So it sounds like this. So when you put that whole interlude part together, it sounds like this. And that's all the parts that you guys need to know for this song. And so let's talk about effects for a second. On our intro, all I have is a very high mix hall reverb and a very low mix analog delay. For our verse 1, again, I'm keeping that reverb, and I'm going to add a little higher mix tape delay so that we kind of hear the tails off on that pull-off section. For our chorus, I'm turning off the delay altogether and I'm just using the reverb. On those interludes, that's the only time that I'm really going to add a gain stage. I'll probably kick on a tube screamer. And again, I'll have my high mix reverb, and I'll keep that analog low mix delay. That's all you guys need to know. I hope that was helpful. We'll see you guys next time. For more videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel.